What's up guys, James Newberger here from New Age Closer. So 3 ways to handle a pushy prospect who says, just tell me how much it costs. So before I begin to help frame this is very much designed for B2C and shorter sales cycles, where prospects often want quicker answers before they start engaging in discovery. If this were B2B enterprise sales on higher value transactions, the approach is different strategically. In enterprise deals, they're very much won more through demonstrated business value, risk reduction, stakeholder alignment, and measurable business outcomes, not just by quoting a price. And the best enterprise salespeople, they don't avoid the pricing questions, they answer them in a way that keeps the conversation anchored on value rather than cost alone, but while uncovering and qualifying the true cost of inaction, both technically and commercially, and you normally do that across multiple personas. So back to how you do it in a B2C environment. The prospect says, look, just tell me how much it costs. And you respond, look, absolutely. And honestly, you're telling me I don't need to walk through our entire company's story, explain every feature and make this a 30-minute presentation. You just really want to know the price, right? Pause for agreement. They say hopefully exactly, and then you can say, look, perfect, I'll get you the pricing in just a couple of minutes, but before I do, would it be fair if I asked you a couple of quick qualifying questions? That way I can make sure I'm giving you the pricing that's actually the best fit for what you're trying to achieve, instead of throwing out a number that may not be applicable to your situation. Hopefully they further agree and say, look, sure. And you can say, look, great, so what's prompted you to start looking at this now? Continue the discovery, and then once you've gathered enough context, say, look, perfect, based on what you've shared, here's the option I'd recommend, and here's how the pricing works, and then you present that. So why does it work? You break the tension strategically, so rather than becoming defensive, you acknowledge what they're really asking for. You're somewhat injecting a bit of humour, empathy, immediately lowering the resistance and making it more relatable. By agreeing with them directly as well, instead of pushing back, you're pattern breaking, you're breaking the status quo, you're removing friction and the power struggle. The prospect somewhat expects that resistance, and so the agreement completely neutralizes that and creates an instant rapport and helps earn trust. It helps you get back inside the conversation as well, so ask permission to 1 or 2 questions before quoting. That shifts the conversation from price to understanding their needs, allowing you to present the pricing with context and confidence. New Age Closer, precision, persuasion, performance. See you on the next one, guys.